Being the guy online is easy, but being a man with depth, power, confidence, and a real aura is the difficult part. Nobody talks about this. I've not actually seen anyone speak about this, but there's a pressure behind the image in which we have to hold when you are a high performing guy. See, when you're the provider, the business owner, when you're the marketer, the sales maker, the rainmaker, some people call it. You're the leader of your own life. You're the black sheep, the one that's kind of carved his own path, went his own way. It's fucking hard sometimes. That inordinate amount of pressure we put on ourselves, even when no one's asking you to do it. Even when no one's telling you to do it, you wake up earlier and earlier every single day. You go to bed later and later every single day. You stay after hours. You call all the shots. You're doing the outreach. You're doing the emails. You're delegating to a team that's ever grown. It's getting bloated. It's getting this. And you're just like fucking hammering every single day because you give so much of a fuck about living such an incredible life that you're not willing to compromise on anything. But there does get to a point, right? Your identity over time will get tied to a surface level sense of validation where you think your own only level of self-worth, guys, is like tied to your Stripe account or how many clients you onboarded or how much money you took in, rather than your sense of togetherness, calm, peace, health, well-being, love, happiness, all of the things that truly do matter more. There's been periods in my life where I've had the most successful months, month on month, and I felt empty, I felt hollow because I had no social life, I had no balance, my energy was tanked, it was absolutely fucked. And yeah, other people were saying, bro, you're killing it, look at you, you're doing da. I felt so off. I let my physique go, my energy off, my hormones were tanked. I even got my bloods done after 3 months of doing back-to-back progressively the most consistent high-level months I've done in my business since starting. And it were through the fucking floor. My testosterone was sitting at like 200 and I was burnt out. And there's been periods in my life before where, quite frankly, I have hated the work I'm doing. I had a bloated business. I was stressed. I was anxious. I hated the 12-hour days, the 14-hour days, the 15-hour days. I got to a point where everyone was saying, dude, you're doing so fucking well. But I did not feel well physically or mentally. I was slipping. I was drifting. I was going into what I call the shit cycle, which is a revolution of bad behaviors, bad habits, bad actions with a false identity masking as your current just to get through another day. And the thing is, you know yourself when you're spinning all these plates. It takes one little thing for them all to come crashing down. So you think you just have to keep showing up, and you forget about yourself along the way. And the surface level validation that you get from all these people cheering and applauding, it means fuck all. You can't even hear it because you're so disconnected. You've got cognitive dissonance. You're unaligned with who you now wanted to be. You're acting like someone that you have no care, no respect for. And it's leaving you feeling this wiry, burnt out, stressed way, which does not feel nice. Like I say this quite a lot. I think it's an amazing line, but fuck optimizing for the good life if you do not feel good inside your life. I think maintenance and balance is an incredible thing, but you do have to work extremely hard to be allowed balance. If you're unbalanced right now, don't look at it as a fallacy. It's something you can achieve, but it takes time. You have to actually master thyself. You have to get the mind mastered. You have to rewire your inner dialogue, your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and behaviors. Because if your thoughts are misaligned, right, and you think doing what you're currently doing is going to get you a better result, it's not. Doing what you've always done is only going to keep you where you're at. If your beliefs are off, if you don't believe there's another way to win, and you're going to keep, believing that story you tell yourself, like there's no other way to do it than this, you will stay stuck. If your daily actions are the exact same as they've always been, and you're feeling the way you're currently feeling, guess what? No more action is going to take you to the next level. And then your behaviors, your daily behaviors, If you're behaving the way you're currently behaving, nothing's going to change. You got to look at it from this deeper level. Because it gets lonely, right, when you're the guy. It gets so fucking lonely. The deeper you go down the path and your friends fall off, your network gets tighter. You find yourself not really fitting in anymore. Nobody gets you because you think so much but yet so little. You're so single track focused. You're so dialed in on the mission that you're sitting in a coffee shop chatting to your family or your friends that you've maybe not seen in 6 months, and they're giving it da-da-da-da-da, and you can't even connect, you can't even comprehend, you don't understand, because your mind's on the business, your mind's on the mission, your mind's on the next best thing. But is it insecurity? I don't know. Or is it doubt? Or is it ADHD? Or is it whatever fucking blanket you want to throw over it? I don't know. But you can't continue going that way, and you know you can. And yeah, I do believe there is some unhealthy elements of obsession that do need to be installed into your life to build something great. I'll give you that. But at what cost? At what fucking cost, you know? Of being that guy, that guy aesthetic, when you've got everything but you feel like nothing, sometimes can be a real hard burden to bear. Like the amount of times I went through massive sprouts of growth and then thought to myself, at what cost? I've lost myself along the way. Right now, what I've been doing, I've really been approaching things from a health first component. Get the person thriving and the business will follow. I do believe that to be an amazing one-liner. One of my old coaches, Joe, said that to me once, and could never have made more sense to me than it does now. You know, just the level things are at. And the thing is, like, being a real high-value man, not just, you know, some burnt out, soft, lethargic business owner that chases dopamine and quick fixes and whatever he can get his hands on to feel good in the moment, but it's just, you know, putting a plaster on a bullet wound. Real fucking men are built from the inside out. Self-mastery, self-worth, personal ownership, personal responsibility, and a sheer commitment not only to the success in which they want for themselves, their business, their family, and their purpose, but for themselves to operate from a complete sense of fulfillment, spiritual faith, where you actually just feel like the fucking Adonis every single day. Like, you walk into any room and you don't care what anyone else thinks. People will care because you're dialed, but you walk into any room and you fucking know yourself, brother. You feel yourself. You actually are this guy at this stage when you get to that point and you remove all the friction, the stress, the problems, the external validation, all the noise, all the shit that you don't need anymore, because you get to a point of maturity where it's like, you know what, enough's enough, I need to be the best me now. And you reclaim the fucking power back. You put the fucking, you know, what's it called? The crown on the king. I was going to say throne for some bizarre reason. But you put the crown back on the fucking king and you start leading like a king. Like someone who controls their own life. Like someone who is the master operator, the puppet fucking string puller. The guy that just gets shit done because he's got the bandwidth, he's got the energy, he's got the competence. He's an across the board motherfucker. He's got business, relationships, location and time freedom, financials locked, physique on point, mindset mastered, everything dialed, family taken care of. You say it, he's got it done. That is where you got to be. But you can't have the green without the red. You need to become so undeniable in your own self-regulation. You need to become so fucking like driven in your own pursuit of self-betterment. And not just by reading some fucking cheesy self-help books. I mean by some grit, some determination, some alignment. Simple systems that you can follow day in, day out. A process that actually aligns you to your purpose of becoming the man, right? Because people say, you know, you have to be it to have it. No, you don't. You have to fucking become the guy. You You don't have to have it to be it. You have to become the guy now. Be authentically him. 100%. People will respect you 10x more. Because being that guy online, putting the facade on, yeah, Instagram is the fucking shop front. People see the highlight reel, but behind the scenes, do they see the 10, 12, 14-hour days? No. Do they see the arguments with the missus or the days you don't even speak to your missus because you've just been grinding, over caffeinated and had one meal a day for the last week? No. Do they see it when you finally go on holiday and you're so burnt out you can't even enjoy yourself? You actually have to just lie in a fucking sun lounger and fucking chill? No. They only see the high life. But I see it from the other side. I want you to live the high life on every single fucking aspect, bro. I want you to be so fucking unique with your own skill set that you can live the best life, the best quality of life. But the only way you can live the best quality of life is by becoming the best quality version of you. You don't need to say, I need to be locked in again. I need to be dialed in again. I need to do this, do this, do this. You just need to become him. The job's already done. The question is, are you willing to walk the path? Guys, I will see you in the next one. Let's fucking go.